because that's what Americans do now. They're always willing to trade away a little of their freedom in exchange for the feeling, the illusion of security. What we have now is a completely neurotic population obsessed with security and safety and crime and drugs and cleanliness and hygiene and germs.
We're going to open this up. Chris stopped by on his way home from work, and we're going to pull all the stuff I brought home from the abandoned houses out and check it out. Absolutely solid here. So we'll just have to take it out layer by layer, I guess. Go ahead.
Well, here's the first one. Talk about vintage, huh? Panasonic. Metal back. When's the last time you saw a Panasonic with a metal back on it?
That thing is rare. That has to be one of the very first import sets into the States from Japan.
Is that a VHF only?
That doesn't look like the original knob, does it?
This is the...
I don't know. Under the Panasonic, and look at this. This is some of the dirtiest... this is some of the dirtiest crap I've ever carried with me.
Sears.
And then, check this out. Behind that was the Magnavox. This is the, we'll call this the radio TV
Made in USA one.
Oh, and then here's the
Greenville.
8-track over here. I don't know why I brought that home. Get my Glenn Waters on.
Absolutely. Okay, this is the entire haul.
Well, missing the Philco Ford 19-inch color.
That needs to come out still.
That thing is so dirty.
So we got the 19-inch Magnavox color. Some very dirty little 70s clock radio, or 60s. The Trutron 12-inch. This portable, I don't know what it is. And is that a Sears and Roebuck?
Yeah.
Sears, and then over here, not sure, and a Airline AM FM, a really dirty 8-track, an Iowa AM radio only. It actually looks like maybe it held a deck of playing cards or something.
Novelty radio.
You know, something went in there.
Ashtray.
Yeah, maybe an ashtray. The Swingmate record player, the Panasonic black and white TV, and another 8-track player. So there's a lot of stuff to go through. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna put power on.
We're just gonna go for it. In fact, don't even stop it rolling. Just let's go to the
clock radio.
Let's go to the clock radio here, and we'll put this.
Actually, that's the TV.
We'll put this on watts. There we go, watts. You want to show the clock radio, that way if it explodes, we have a...
It's FM.
That's FM, yeah, so, yeah.
Amor como el 101.
So no recapping really needed. Just some cleaning.
That my life stinks. God, I'm upset with you. God, I don't know why you're doing this. I say yes, you can. Not only because of my experience, but the Bible, the book of Psalms. I mean, David, you
It
read
was
the
all-
Psalms.
it was all over the place. Oh,
I
my
mean,
goodness.
there are times he prays that Saul, who's chasing him around, his father-in-law, that his wife
Or his wives.
They come from, look at the dad, and he's a bad guy, but okay, but what does that really accomplish? Don't you want what happened in that family, for example, to be representative of the kind of growth that the world can experience from one...
Set it up and serviced it at no additional cost. Well,
Okay, now we're gonna do the true tone.
Yeah, the phone rang there, so we had to put in a break. Okay. Let's turn this around so we can get to the knobs. I wonder if we're getting like a bunch of wind noise. I hate these crappy cameras with their... Okay, here we go. We're gonna plug it in right now. Oh,
What happened?
it's just about 175 watts, 144,
Okay.
103.
Tubes are warming up.
No, that ain't right. Nope. That was a capacitor reforming. The tubes are not lighting. Are they frozen?
Some of them are. Yeah, it's the on off is not doing it.
Don't be surprised if something pops in there. There we go. Power
Got
on.
power on it? Oh, okay.
So it started out at about 200 watts and it just dropped down to nothing. It dropped down to 4 watts. So I have a feeling this one has a filament or something that's not.
I don't think the filaments are on at all.
No, they're not. They'd be drawing about 30 watts if they were. Okay, we should see if we could get a model number off of this so we can get a schematic. All right, we're trying to find a model number on the True Tone, and it looks here like it can't read it, so we're gonna pop it open and see if I can find a model number so I could get a schematic. Well,
It's like carpet fibers.
you hungry, Chris?
Sure.
Wouldn't it be cool if this thing actually turned on and worked and we let it run without opening it? Wouldn't the odor be beautiful? Wouldn't it just be like a nice Glade plug-in? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna want to disturb this. It looks Japanese though, from what I can see, and it looks very rusty and very damaged. It looks like it's really seen better days. How the hell did the rat get in through that?
He must.
The mouse was going in and out through this. And had a home in here. So it could very well It could very well have some wires cut that the mouse ate.
Coils.
Coils.
Gnawed on.
Yeah, they'll eat through anything plastic. Well, I would like to have... I'd like to have a model number on it so we could get a schematic on it and try and get it working. That would be very helpful. And I know it was here, but it's just unreadable. Yeah. Well, let's put it back together. We'll have to come back to this another day. I wonder why my car smelled like piss on the way home. Why, you know, the car just stank. Look at this. It has UHF and it's got a tube UHF tuner. See that? That's something you don't see very often.
We're going to try the Sears and Roebuck portable set now.
5.9 watts.
On volume, so it must be powered up. Yeah. Is that a switch as well?
How does that work? Off, I guess, is all the way down.
No, 4.9 watts standby, so it looks like
Transformer idling without any load on it.
looks like that one's dead too.
All right, that one's dead. It's just...
Oh, look at the rat damage on that cord. They definitely gnawed into that. This is a an RCA Taiwan Limited set, a subsidiary of the RCA Corporation.
So I was right, it was an RCA.
Taiwanese RCA set.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, 60 watts and it's dropping.
What bizarre behavior.
Try the power, yeah. No, it's on already.
What bizarre behavior from both of them. You know, it's very possible a lot of this stuff could have lightning damage where it was located. It's not like here in LA. They get lightning, a lot of lightning there.
Okay.
I'm not even used to lightning. We don't even have it here. This is a Sears solid state 3-way power, go anywhere. Totally useless and pointless today, a novelty TV. This one has the cigarette lighter plug on it. I took a wire wheel to it, so let's plug it into the car and see what happens. All right. Wonder if it'd get channel 6.
Como seres humanos y que a lo mejor estás a ver se le va la liebre y que a lo mejor tú le estás echando ganas al control de tus emociones, pero de todas maneras explotaste, gritaste, hiciste lo que hiciste. Vamos a suponer que esa escena ya se dio. ¿Cómo convertir esa escena en una discusión para abrir las puertas en lugar de que se quede en una pelea que fomente la guerra, la división y hasta la ruptura, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo lograrlo? Bueno, fíjate muy bien. pasado la pelea, ha pasado la...
Wide channel 6 is still on the air here. Is very bizarre. I think it's just more of a FM radio station than it is a TV station at this point.
Next, we're going to try the Magnavox from the late 70s, early 80s.
.8 watts. Is there a...
Okay, there's a power switch. Okay, this is the first thing that's showing any sign of working.
141 watts. I heard the high voltage.
Yeah, high voltage is up.
Yeah, I see it there.
It's coming up.
Here, pause
The
it.
sun
Let me
is on
pause it. Let me move it around.
Okay, here we are in the shade, and it looks fine. That pulsing of the screen is not actually happening. That's the camera. So this set looks like it's pretty much ready to go. No on-screen display, huh? And you can
The
see
channels right here.
Yeah, you can see the LED is very dim for whatever reason. Picture controls in there.
Probably bad capacitors. Everything wrong with everything is bad capacitors.
Okay, this is the Swingmate record player, concert hall automatic. It's plugged in, ready to go. The BSR changer. Yeah, everything's frozen. Well, this control's frozen. I better not. I'll break it if I force it. And the turntable itself is frozen.
We got any
Yeah.
wattage down there?
Needs a full tear down.
I feel the motor running.
11 watts.
11 watts.
Oh yeah, there's the amp.
Yeah, but there's really no one home.
Oh, it's distorted.
There's no needle, it's gone. Oh well. Needs lots and lots of work.
Okay, you ready?
Next up is the Panasonic.
Okay, it's in.
How many watts?
None right now. Turn it on.
No watts. It's on.
Yeah, 150, 170. It's dropping. 120, 110, 105.
What? Keep an eye on it.
Wait, 116, 125.
It's going back up.
136, 147, 155, 160. Oh, there she goes. 170, 182, 200, 206, 213. That seems like too much power for something like this, huh?
Yeah, 200 watts seems a bit high, and I hear some hum. Well, it says 165.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to risk damaging it, but it's some promising signs. So what else do we have left?
Radios and the battery TV.
Oh, okay.
This Mitsubishi's interesting enough. We're going to take the back off and check the internals and the CRT.
If you saw part 2 of the video, which you haven't seen yet, you'll know that this thing was in a root cellar, buried in...
It's been to a repair place in South Main Street. Guaranteed repair for 90 days. So, wow, there it is.
Oh, crap.
Pressure washer time.
Look at this.
Yeah, caking
Look at
clods of dirt.
Look at that. Nice. Wow, that's horrific. It's like you just took it to the playground and just scooped dirt into it. We're going to try and test this if we can conduct with those pins. Look at how the yoke is completely sealed in this plastic cone. AW3C01. All these weird Japanese CRTs, I mean tubes that I don't even have. Damper, horizontal output, IF. This be horizontal or vertical?
I'm thinking, what about sound?
Oh, because it's got IF cans.
Yeah.
Power resistors. Looks like there's something missing, no? You don't find Japanese sets around anymore like this, of this era. They're just all gone.
There we go.
AW, what was it?
3691 black and white picture tube.
Yeah.
And this is emissions coming up slowly. 6.3 volt filament.
See, I'm at about 6.3. This has got to be a very, very rare tube. Very rare set. What did you say it was? 63? 1963?
One model in 63, one in 67, probably more, but that's what was in the Radio Museum database. And it's making it into the good range.
No cutoff.
No cutoff.
I have never seen something so damn dirty inside, and I bet you that Philco Ford is 10 times worse than this.
Okay, we switched the bias to B. It was on C before, and with the bias setting correct now, we do have the cutoff control. So this tube looks like it'll produce a good picture.
Yeah, it'll produce a decent picture. This mark up here, I put, that's my benchmark for like a brand new or rebuilt CRT, this little mark right here. So you could see it's not virgin, but for probably sitting 30 years or so, it's not bad. Would definitely make for making the TV work. You're not going to get parts for this set, period. If the flyback's bad, if anything's bad, not going to get parts. Talk about this life test. The life test for a minute. So usually the way I do a life test is I just drop the voltage down. I test the CRTs around 5 volts, a volt low. The life test button does the same thing. You see we're on filament here, 6.3 volts. If I push the life test, all it does is it drops about a volt off of the filament. It's the same thing as if I come down here and turn the filament down a little bit. These, if this has the gray, yeah, those gray oil capacitors right there, those things are junk. They short, they leak, and those right there could be very well why we're not getting anything, because those are shorted. Watch that video, that documentary, I think it's called Coming to America. It's on Doug Harlan's page, about this company destroying the American television market. It's a good 2-hour watch, but it's worth it. We're gonna dump this mud-filled I'm quite sick of it leaking crap all over everything. All right, look at that. Get myself a playground going over here, get a sandbox. I need to take the pressure washer to this thing, I really do. Look at that. Horrible. This is a Ward's Airline 8-track stereo, FM stereo, featuring mud dauber's nest molded into the top. And let's go to watts here, and here we go.
Imperial Highway stinks lots about Gypsum Canyon and the security coast of 405 north of Fort Fairview. Earlier police activity has moved out of lanes. Traffic still a little sluggish from Bristol. KFI Traffic is brought to you by Amtrak. Once-in-a-lifetime journeys depart daily. See where the train can take you. I'm Brian Otto.
Travel through history on Amtrak.
Still at the cut when they round up the troops. A sicko when you get to know me.
We got mud dauber nests here too. We got built-in, and then we have impregnated with rat feces right there. Nice little molded-in sanitary display.
And I blame all my day ones. You know Chubbs like Draymond. You better hope not say none.
6616 limited.
Thrill capital of the world.
Pretty efficient. 3.5 watts turned all the way down. That's better than that clock radio.
Printer from Epson. You could print for years without ever changing a cartridge. Then
4.2 watts cranked up, probably about right. 1 watt per channel. You want to do this one over here?
Okay, this is the next one. Basically the same thing with slide pots instead of rotary. Even the function selector's in the same place.
Let's leave the camera rolling. We'll just...
It's pretty good shape on the back.
8 ohm speaker front and rear. This is a Ward's Airline too.
Yeah. Gen 6206A model.
Power is on. Here we go.
Little oscillation.
It's motorboating. Yeah, there's probably some kid that got this thing for Christmas and thought he won the lottery and was just in heaven for... Remember that? Remember getting things like this? I mean, this was the era of hi-fi, and this was like what you would give the kid to think it, so he felt like he had a hi-fi too. Look at that, just let's show that display right there real close. This is the kind of thing that the Allied catalog would be full of. Look at that, is that beautiful?
The AMs come to life now.
No money.
When it's in great earnest about
at visiting a
You notice the buzzing's gone. I think that was that insulator that caught fire. I got video of it. I'll have to post it in one of these. When I do an AM radio repair, I'll put that in there.
by the way, former UFC and MMA fighter.
Well, the cleanup, the radio part would work.
And live in addition to your calls, and of course, getting closer to the draft, we're going to have the ESPN LA Rewind.
Let's open it and see what it looks like inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll in on that. So here we have for precision balancing a built-in rat turd, just kind of like attached with a spider web.
Whole bunch of electrolytics, some HA1325 ICs.
Look at it, is all. It's got 4 ICs. The audio outputs are ICs. It has a few transistors in the front end. Cheap.
Here it says November 1975, I think. It's very blurred out, but 1 November, possibly 1975. Why don't you flip it over, we'll look at the 8-track.
Cheap! Wow. Look at all that blue.
I mean, these were sold out of Kmart or Ward's. Similar to Kmart. Montgomery Ward's. And there's the 8-track. Power supply and the underside of the amp tuner board.
Cheap. junk. I think we have to open the other one up.
Here's somebody selling the chip for that stereo. 2 watts, $21.50, and it looks like it's been pulled out of equipment.
So the thing's worth $50 for the 2 ICs?
Guess so. At least on eBay, they think it is.
All right, here's the other one, and this is the one with the slide controls. Look at this one, this huge difference. All discrete amp. All discrete tuner board. No ICs at all, not a single one. Does that look like that says 74 to you?
Yeah, June 29th, 74.
So 1 year different. Let's pop that one back open again. Let's compare these. So let's look at this one again. This is 1 year different. This is 75 and 74. Might be the preamp. I'll take the 74 any day. What we need is an 8-track cartridge. Alright, it's starting to get dark, so we're going to wrap this up. I'm not quite sure what this is. This might be a sticker someone put on the radio. I'm sure we could get this to work. It's going to take a lot of... Oh, here we go. Wonder who made it. Take a lot of battery cleanup, and I bet it would almost just work. I love little radios like this. They're a lot of fun. This appears to be built very well. Except it's very, very crusty. These batteries are very... I got a tip. Don't ever leave batteries in anything. If it's going to be more than a week, take the batteries out. Union Carbide. Union Carbide. Rayovac. Inside this trash bag is the Philco Ford set. that I believe is completely packed, absolutely solid with dirt. And I'm going to make a video all on its own of this. I don't even want to touch it right now. So we're going to get everything put away before it gets dark. And in the future, we'll go through and do a video on each one of these sets and radios and resurrect it and get it working. The radios I'd like to clean up and make nice. The TVs, I don't know, I'll have to see how they check out and what the problems are.